Hi everybody, I'm P.T. Rao, son of Balakrishna Rao, and my metric number is 11 DPI 20F1018. And me and my friends going to present based on a topic, based on a country, United States. And here are my friends.
My name is Jeevanmurthy, son of Rajendran, and my matrix number is 11 DPI 20F1010.
Hello, my name is Dave Darshan and I'm from class DPI 2A and my metric number is 11 DPI 20 F1034.
Okay, now let's talk about the United States government informations. There are three levels under United States under government. First, federal government. Second, state government, and fourth, local government. First, federal government. Federal government, there is divided into three subsidies. First, I would like to talk about president. Second, the Congress, and third one is about Supreme Court. So, president is responsible for the government of states. They're just similar to leadership, but not like the other countries. The president in US also got responsible to as a commander of the world military and responsible for decision in military stuff. So which means he is a head of executive branch, and he also able to put laws into action also without the permission of Congress. But what is Congress? Congress is made up to the houses of representative and the Senate. These two institutions, which is House of Representative and Senate, these two institute are main law-making section of the three level of federal government, which I said just now. So they are deciding. So since the president sometimes don't sometimes do some laws without the Congress permissions. So what the Congress do? The Congress will deciding together on bills. Which means if the president does not agree with the Congress or whatever, a Congress will create a new law can also be made if 2 to 3 of the Congress women and men and senators are in favor of it. Alright. So now let's talk about Supreme Court. As we all know what is Supreme Court. It's very huge one, right? So it stands for the judicial branch. It is the highest court in the world country. It's for all country, which means in United States under government control, United government control, and is composed of 9 judges. Is able to vacate any judgment not depending on the level of government, and is entitled to repeal laws too. So beneath the Supreme Court, these are the Court of Appeals level of mind levels courts. So and district court is a general court for the citizens. Now the second, state government. Each of the 50 states of America got their own constitution and different laws. In the majority of cases concerning education, crime and health, there is an own head of the head state called governor and an own legislative branch, both of them elected by the state and own state Supreme Court. And the third one is local government, which means they actually don't have a power, but the local government is an organization which can be found in province, for like town, cities area. So ultimate authorities of the local government is a mayor, which means the burgermeister. And most of the states they have literally no power. Okay, now let's go to the United States politicals. So in politicals there is a lot of stuff, so I'm going to focus on the parties. So the modern political party system in the United States is a two-party. One is a Democratic Party and second one is a Republican Party. So Republican. So these two parties have won every United States presidential election since 1852 and have controlled by the United States Congress since at least 1859, and from time to time several other third parties have achieved relative minor representations at the nation and state levels. So among the two parties, according to the slide, among the two parties, the Democratic Party generally positions itself as center-left in American politicals and supports an American liberalism platform, while the Republican Party generally positions itself as a center-right and support an American conservative platform. That is all it's about. So United States as a mixed economy, it works according to an economic system that feature characteristic of both capitalism and socialism. A mixed economic system protects some private property and allows a level of economic freedom in the use of capital. So, what is socialism and capitalism? Capitalism means a true and absolute free market economy requires that all properties to be owned by all the individual private sector, and they also can make the decision by fluctuating the prices according to their supply and demand, and all these transactions are voluntary or not completed or restricted by the government. So this means all the rules are owned by the privates in some stuff, but not in all stuff, in some stuff. So that is why for other stuff that is was controlled by government for people goods. So it all allows for government to intervene in economic activities in order to achieve social aims and for the public goods. So what are the governments will do for peoples, which is giving the bad stuff from private individuals. So first, government places a regulation restriction on voluntary transaction in the private market. Second, private establishment requires government granted licenses to perform certain activities. Third, some activities might be also banned, and the government also own public properties or provide public services and use tax policies or subsidies to change the price signal in the market. So in a mixed economy, many private transactions are allowed, but only under conditions subject to government goals. So the US government, apart from this, the US government control parts of the economy with restriction and licensing requirements, which includes involvement in such as education codes, roads, and hospital care and post deliveries. And the government role in a mixed economy can also include financial policies such as monetary and fiscal policies.
Now I'm going to talk about the currency of the United States. The United States dollar, as known as USD, abbreviate US dollar, discredit it from dollar-dominated currency, refer as to the dollar, USA dollar, American dollar, and bucks. It is the official currency of United States and its territories per coinage act of 1792. $1 is divided into 100 cents or 100 miles for accounting and taxation purposes. The Coinage Act of 1792 created a diminished currency by creating the dime, nickel, and penny coins as the dollar, half dollar, and quarter dollar coins, which are still minted in 2021. Several forms of the money paper were included by Congress over the years. The latter was, which is being Federal Reversal Notes, was authorized by Beverage Service Act of 1913. While all exist, USA currency remains legal tender insurance of the previous form of currency was discontinued in January 1971. As a result, paper of money in its current circulation considered primarily of Federal Reserve notes that dominate is USA dollars.
So today I'll be talking about language. What is language? Language is a system of conventional spoken, manual sign or written symbol by means of which human beings as member of a social group and participant in its culture and express themselves. So actually the United States of America doesn't have an official language on the federal level. They do use English as a primary language, specifically American English, for official documents and publication, legislation, orders, regulations, and ruling. Yet, state law govern dual language situations can require the printing and documents in more than one language. For an example, English, French, and also Spanish. A number of states have established English as the only language on a state level, while other states recognize English alongside native languages. 30 US states have made English the only official language, while Hawaii recognizes Hawaiian alongside English, and Alaska has many official native language. So my next point is I'm going to talk about the religion. Religion in the United States have categorized by both a wide diversity in religious belief and practices by a high adherence level. A majority of Americans report that religious plays a very important role in their lives, a proportion unique among developed nations. Many faiths have been flourished in the United States, including those spanning the country's multicultural immigrant heritage, as well as those founded within the country. These have led the United States to become one of the most religiously diverse in the world. The largest religion in the United States is Christianity, practiced by the majority of the population. Due to its large population and history, the United States have numerically more Christians and more Protestants than any other countries in the world. After Christianity and no religion, Judaism is the third largest religious affiliation in the United States, though this identification is not necessarily indicative of religion, belief, and practices. My last point will be about the traditional clothes. The United States doesn't really have an official national costume like how the Japanese have, which is kimono. But the United States is usually known for Western wear, which includes denim jeans, cowboy hats, and flannel shirts. These are long-sleeve shirts that are typically made from wool, though cotton varieties are also available. Flannel shirts have been and still are a major component of North American clothing. So for formal business, usually men wears a business suit.
Now I'm going to talk about the food and beverage of United States. The food and beverage industries is the companies in the United States involves the processing raw food materials, packaging, and distributing them. It includes fresh prepared foods as the packaged foods and alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverage. The main product for the human consumption, aside for the pharmaceuticals, can pass through these industries. As the country has become more culturally diverse, so the average plated. Nevertheless, many Americans still love the foods associated with the US, even as they were habitually opposition. These are the favorite foods included. Firstly, we got the hamburgers, next the fried chicken, and the cheesecake, and the apple pie, and the last one is key lime pie.
Okay guys, now let's share a bit about how to conduct our business to United States. So I mean personally, so we can first we need to create an account of the United States. So that is the very first step. And second, reach out to the local industry group. In every country we got local industry group for this kind of stuff. So in United States also we got that. So I think that's the second main thing that we need to do. So the third one is know business and industry rules. As usual, there's a lot of rules under United States. For examples like rules like respect and how to deal about the. I mean, for example, in respect, when we talk to them, we need to look at them. We need to focus on the eye contact. That is one of the rules in the United States when we do during conversation. So in a business that will be very helpful. So that is one of third way of the answer for how to conduct business with United States. And other than that, we can open a US business bank account and open a business merchant account to accept payment from customer, and get an ITIN if you are a non-US citizen without SSN, right? So then understand your tax responsibility and files your taxes, then introduce yourself appropriately. That's the main thing. And then adjust the US business in conversation and the factory system and the industrial revolution. Alright, that's all.